Hey guys, this is JVloggerBeard here, aka JVloggerBeard. You may know me from such things as Twitch TV and Twitter. Oh my god, I've just gone there, I've just totally Troy McClure, right? Anyway, this is the vlog, which basically is a kind of a follow-up from my blog titled Sticking It to the Subconscious Mind that I wrote on Monday. It seemed to generate quite a good amount of comments, and it kind of ended up being a bit of a thought-provoking piece for several people. There was me just thinking that it would just be my mum that would read it and go, "Son, that is real good." But no, it went further than that, and I'm very proud to say that, you know, I will be blogging more. So thanks to you guys. I'll get to the messages that I received on Twitter in just a moment. But a quick note about my vlogs. I'll be recording them in much the same way that I broadcast my Twitch streams. So that's kind of like a laid-back, relaxed kind of attitude with kids kind of going a little bit crazy sometimes in the background, that kind of thing. So if you've watched my Twitch streams, you'll already understand the vibe. Hopefully, though, hopefully the kids don't decide to riot anytime soon. It's quiet at the moment, so let's get on with this vlog and see if we can get through it before all hell breaks loose. A few responses from my Twitter followers regarding the blog, Sticking It to the Subconscious Mind. Spodge Monkey wrote, "Honestly written, nice one." Spodge, $5 is in the post to you, son. Nah, thank you really, mate. That's really kind of you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you saw it as an honest bit of writing. Listen, honesty is all I know. You know that. I'm JBiz. Gen 5 Starter Squad, he wrote, "Found the blog very interesting, and it taught him a bunch of stuff he never knew about me." Oh yeah, I mean, that's perfect. There's only so much that I can do on my Twitch streams. I'm very open, as a lot of you probably already are very aware, especially if you follow me on Twitter. There's kind of no real boundaries. I let it all out. Oh, in a way though, these blogs have given me another sort of opportunity to let my brain farts just all over onto the keyboard. Stinky, right? You know what I'm saying? It just gives me an opportunity to let you into my world even more, and my head. Yeah, as if you want that, or you're gonna get it anyway. Slater writes, "Never change and never stop. You're a wonderful personality, albeit a bit bonkers." Ah, shit. Cheers for that bit, Slates. No, do you know what? You're actually quite right. And I'm quite happy to be, have the tagline "a bit bonkers." I think, really, it's a bit more than a bit bonkers, but we don't need to digress into that right now. There was also another message, which actually, on a more serious note, kind of really got me in the feels. It got me in the feels, guys! I can't really explain why it got me in the feels. Well, I'll try. Hell's Bells, hey H, she wrote, "Play Beck Unforgiven while reading this amazing stuff." Now, that doesn't sound like much, but what I really adored about this whole kind of tweet was that Hell's Bells, she really got into the whole JBiz vibe. She went that step further and said, "Listen, when you read this, listen to what JBiz was listening to at the particular time he was writing this blog." That kind of gave me a little tear, because she pushed it that much further. So cheers for that, Hell's Bells. It really did mean a lot to me, and I'm glad you enjoyed my very first blog. Now, anyway, back to the blog in question. I opened up the blog by acknowledging the dreaded negative beast that is my very own subconscious mind. The thing that tries to persuade me not to try and better myself, and it like convinces me just to carry on down the path of mundaneness and mediocrity. But thankfully, lately I've kind of found a way to tame it and block it out a little bit. It's still totally a massive part of my life, but I just believe it's kind of how you deal with it, and you don't let it rule your life so much. Listen, the subconscious voice is still there. But I just try to kind of ignore it a little bit more and go, "Do you know what? I'm going to go against what you're saying. I'm not going to listen to you." Doesn't always work, but, you know, you can definitely help yourself. But this whole subconscious mind thing was one of the parts that really struck a chord with a few of my Twitch viewers. One in particular felt it's so necessary that he had to private message me with regards to the gosh damn swine that is the subconscious mind. So we're going to call him anonymous now because it was, well, a private message. So I have contacted this person with regards to reading the private message out. As long as I kept it anonymous, we all good, man. So here we go, from Anonymous. I read your blog and I feel ya. I'm dealing with the same negative voices. Most of the time I manage to stand up to them, but sometimes I don't, though I put up a good front. I even lost faith in myself at times because people kept putting me down and not believing in me. Then I met the love of my life and a new group of friends. Lately I've been asking myself if there's really any point in moping around and feeling sorry for myself at all. It has improved, but it's just a struggle to keep strong at all times. But I guess that's why me, surrounded myself with, well, he says yourself, with the people you love and with good friends to support you. You know the part in your blog where you mentioned how your job doesn't allow you to express yourself more creatively? Well, that struck a chord. That's exactly how I feel. I don't know why I'm telling you this. At the end of the day, I'm still technically a complete stranger to you, but I'll be fucked to be limited by this desk job. Well, firstly, Anonymous, there's something that I need to do before I digress and go get deeper into your private message. I need to firstly say you frequent my Twitch streams, therefore, whether you like it or not, okay, you are considered a friend of mine, okay? So technically or not, fuck that, you're a mate of mine, okay? So no more of that, we're strangers, we're not, okay? So fuck that one off straight away. Now, going back to the key points with this private message. Surrounding yourself with positive people and positive situations as much as you can is pretty much top of the to-do list. In order to move forward, don't be afraid to cut yourself off from negative people. Now, this one is easier said than done, okay? I accept that. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it, okay? It's going to be hard to cut out some people like that in your life, but it's the only way that you can move forward with the positive attitude. If you've got someone negative just in your ear constantly, it just weighs you down, man. It's too much, and it's not fair to weigh you down as well. Just put some distance, maybe, in between, without doing it in a shitty way. Just try and distance yourself from it a little bit, and don't let that negativity seep into your own bones, because it will happen. Don't be afraid to show your positivity. At the end of the day, positivity breeds positivity. I mean, that's cliche, right? But it's fucking true. It's a fairly simple rule to live by, and it's definitely one that's worked out for me within like the last year or so. Am I positive 24/7? Hell no. I mean, that's impossible. If, you know, you wouldn't really be human if you could be like positive 24/7. You'd be like some kind of fucking android Cliff Richard or something, okay? That ain't right. It's not going to happen. But what I'm trying to say is, when the negativity does come a knocking, alright, don't hang with that motherfucker, okay? Not for too long. Just be like, well, it's been nice hanging with your negativity, you know, for all of like 2 minutes. You know, oh, is that the time? I got to get back home, okay? Get away from negativity as quickly as possible. I'm not saying that it's never going to come around. It will. Of course it will. It always does. But just don't hang with that mofo for too long. One particular part of my blog really resonated with Ryan's on PC, who tweeted, "We are much alike. The bit about being in shit jobs that don't enable your creativity really hit home with me." Then he went on to say, 9-to-5 jobs are really killing his creative boner. I mean, I love the way you put that. Completely right. Ryan, dude, I've got to be honest, right? I've been on this conveyor belt of creative boner killing jobs for 22 years. And I've finally come to my senses. I want to do something about this. I've honestly felt for a long time that I'd be best suited to be involved in the entertainment industry or business in some way, shape or form. I've always been able to express myself in the form of humour. In the past, I was absolutely 100% the class clown at school. I mean, no surprise there, right? But I enjoyed being the class clown, having a laugh, making people chuckle. You know, that was my life at school, and I really enjoyed that side of school. I've also worked at radio stations doing production work on certain shows. And when I say radio stations, I'm not talking like hospital radio here. I am talking like legit local radio stations that, you know, have a ton of listeners. So I was doing like editing and stuff for those guys. I even had a week up at Talk Radio when it was known as Talk Radio. It's now known as Talk Sport. You'll know it as Talk Sport now. Now I did a week up there in London, and I've got to be honest, it was just some of the most fun I ever had. It was just unbelievable. I've been a frontman of a local grunge band as well, which was just epic. And most recently, I have been, and I still just about am, for at least one promotion. I'm a wrestling referee. So there's like a few things that I've touched on within the entertainment industry, but I've never really pushed it much further. I guess that's because being a father of 5 children, it's like, that's number one. I can't really do anything other than go out to earn money in the mundane jobs. You know, I can't do anything else other than bring the money in. I've got to look after these children. I have brought these children up into this world, therefore it is it's on me to look after them. So I've never really been able to push forward and get that sort of job that I desire. So in my opinion, you know, you can do something about it. Listen, you've got to believe and work for what you really want and desire, because I think you can find the time to do it. Number one rule here is believing in yourself, because if you're not going to believe in yourself, then you may as well not bother. You may as well not bother now. Just stop, because if you don't believe in yourself, screw it. Chuck it in the bin. Carry on with your mundane jobs, okay? Because if you don't believe in yourself, then other people will certainly not believe in you. I mean, that is just obvious, surely, isn't it? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm hardly a success story here myself, you know. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I'm currently just like a small-time streamer on Twitch, but I've got plans and goals. Listen, making money from Twitch is not the reason, and has never been the reason I stream. As I said in the blog, Twitch is a means of a social life for me, first and foremost. 100%. Speaking of goals as well, make sure you set yourself goals, okay? I wouldn't necessarily make them like huge goals. I mean, maybe make one huge goal, but in between that huge goal, set smaller goals. Because when you bosh through these smaller goals, you know, whether you get through them daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly, when you get through them, it is a sense of achievement. It's a sense of, I am progressing. I am heading towards that main huge goal that I've set myself. So definitely 100% set those small goals, okay? Now, touching on the part on the blog where my mother, my old dear, my JVloggerBeard, gave me the ultimatum regarding staying on in education or getting a job, I just kind of wanted to touch on that. And I just wanted to say that I 100% stand by that decision. And I think it's really kind of helped shape me into the person that I am today. It's kind of funny though now, because I'm on the other end of that now, because I am now the parent that actually told Princess Jess this only within the last, I don't know, year I suppose now. She recently finished college. She done really well in college, to be fair, but you know, she didn't really want to continue in education. So the same thing happened there, where it was okay, carry on in education or get yourself a job. She got herself a job. She is grafting away like 4 or 5 times a week now. You know, I'm really proud of her. She's doing really good. And, you know, she's starting to earn her own money, which for me is giving her a real appreciation of the value of money. Because until you start earning that cash yourself, you don't really grasp that value of cash. So, to wrap up this vlog, any of you guys that haven't seen me on Twitch and this is all new to you, then I kind of want to explain myself in a little nutshell to you right now. I'm 38 years old, okay? I'm a married man to my pretty much childhood sweetheart, I'd say, like my blog says. I'm pretty sure, I can't fuck this one up, that I was 17 years old when we met, and now we're 38. So, you know, we've got a lot of history. I love it to bits. I'm a dad of 5 children who I absolutely adore. Being a father is just the best thing in the world for me. But I'm also in a full-time mundane job. Now guys, my employers, if you're watching this, I love you very much and I appreciate the job very much, but it's not letting my creativity run wild, brother. But you know, it's a means of making money, and I will always give my best in anything I do, any job that I do. It's just that whole, I've been wallowing in these jobs for 22 goddamn years now, let's do something about it. As the quote says, it's better to have tried and failed than to live life wondering what would have happened if I had tried. I mean, read that sort of through a few times, okay? Really take that in, because I don't want to be much older than I am now and looking back and going, why didn't I do anything about it? Why did I just carry on plodding along, going through these jobs? I didn't actually try and do it. You know, even if I fail, at least I can look back and go, well, I fucking gave it a good shot. And at least I know I'll have that sort of off my conscience when I'm older. Listen, I'm going to say goodbye now. I think I've waffled on for long enough. This has been my first vlog to back up the blog. I hope it's been okay. This is the Bizmeister saying thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more content from me in the forms of blogs, vlogs, Twitch streams, and get this, radio shows. Yes, I am doing my own radio show coming to Twitch real soon. I'm going to say no more on that. Other than listen, keep positive. Keep being awesome to each other. Much love to every one of you. Peace.